Story time of the worst lesbian date I've been on and all the red flags I ignored. I don't understand TikTok's obsession with me eating and talking, but we're gonna roll with it. And for context, I am notoriously bad at recognizing red flags. I also like to not make excuses. Yeah. So this is a story about a woman I dated out west. We had matched on Hinge and started talking there for a few days. And she was really forward. She asked me out almost immediately. I said, yeah, cool, giddy up, let's go. I don't want to waste my time either. Also, I'm in work, HE double hockey sticks right now. It is 5 o'clock and this is my first meal of the day. Anyway, we go to a sushi place, which is maybe walking distance from where I work. Apparently she drove 2 hours in. Did not know that till she got there. And when I first see this woman, the first thing I think is, oh, she is like much shorter than what her profile says. And yes, before you all attack me, I know I'm travel size. I am 5'1". I will shout it from the rooftops. I'm a tiny little Asian lady. This woman said she was 5'10". 5'10", she says. I'm 5'1". I was wearing 3-inch heels. She was shorter than me in the heels. Also, we were at this sushi place for maybe 3 or 4 hours. And the entire time, she did not loosen up. I personally love first dates because it's usually after you've been talking to someone, you're excited to meet them in person, see if you vibe, but I completely understand why some people get nervous. And so in the beginning, she was slouched over, she was doing a little of this, she was a little nervous, yada yada, but that didn't stop for 4 hours. I was like, okay, maybe she needs a beer, maybe she's tweaking, I don't know what's happening. Cannot relax. Then she tells me she has one job, and then she tells me she has another job. And when I ask her what job she has, she says she's transitioning jobs. So I push that all aside because she is honestly really cute. She's a little nervous and I just want to make her comfortable. So we start talking about our past relationship. And this woman is the epitome of a red flag. All of her exes are crazy. All of her exes are psycho. They were all playing her. And it's just bad juju, bad vibes right off the bat. I, unfortunately, am soft and I don't know how to exit a date politely. So I sat there and smiled. I forgot to mention this woman was in her mid-40s. That'll be important later. And then, ladies and gentlemen, not only does this woman have a roommate, which in itself, I don't care. In this economy, I hope you have a roommate. Save that money, honey. Her roommate is an ex who is a man whom she absolutely hates and only dated to convince herself she wasn't gay. And she said they fight all the time. But of course, none of that triggers Mayday, Mayday in my mind, and so I sat. And then we get to the fun stuff. I don't know how it came up, but we started talking about triggers in relationships, as lesbians do on the first date. Now, I was very honest. I said, a big trigger in relationships for me, A, is when effort and energy isn't being reciprocated. I'm always the one, like, communicating my feelings or doing, like, little gestures or whatever for people, and I'm burnt out. But then I also mentioned a huge red flag for me is yelling or door slamming. We don't need to get into why. It's all related to trauma, but yelling and door slamming, I just don't think that's a healthy way to communicate if you're angry or upset with someone. And this woman looks me dead in the face and says, oh yeah, that's something I really have to work on. What? What? I'm sorry, ma'am. If you are in your mid-40s, she said her last relationship had been 7 years, and you don't know how to have a disagreement or a hard conversation with your partner without raising your voice and slamming things, you should not be on. Take yourself off Hinge, take yourself off Bumble, take yourself out of the dating pool. There's work to be done. Did I leave the date after that? No, of course not, because I'm a child. She then proceeds to give me an example of said anger issues. She and her roommate, mind you, this is still her male ex, got into a fight the night prior. And she said her resolution to not screaming was to slam the cabinet doors. She then proceeded to tell me about the gun collection she has in the house that her parents apparently pay for. So why do you have a roommate? Why do you have a roommate that you hate? And finally, the icing on the cake, and this cake. Any of my family or friends who know me know I'm a very feely person. I always give my friends hugs. I always am sitting on people's laps. Like when I'm at my friend's house, I am body touching someone. But when it comes to romantic partners and when it comes to dating, I am the biggest prude. I did not touch my last 3 partners. Like no zone, no fly zone for me. This woman on date number 1, after all of that messiness, talks about how down the line she can see herself doing X, Y, and Z to my body. No ma'am, no ma'am. Anyways, I was on that date until about 11 p.m. and she tried to pursue me for about 2 months after and finally gave up someday. So that date, on top of some other relationship horror stories I have, resulted in my friends saying they now need approval before I go out with someone. Realistically, I just need one of those like help, I've fallen and can't get up buttons, and I just need to start pushing that under the table because I feel bad leaving dates. It's not nice. And yes, you can all laugh at me in the comments. Don't cancel me.
We got a lot to talk about right now. The fact that she licked the remote, I don't like germs. I'm like, who touched that remote last? Did you like? I wipe down my stuff. I wipe like literally. I think about, when's the last time I wiped down my phone? Let me do that, and I usually do it a lot because I take my phone to the bathroom, which is really gross. But I wipe it down. You best believe I disinfect that cause literally. Cause what the crap? Let's talk about the fact that she ate the cake with a spoon, bruh. Am I the only one who thinks that cake is a fork-eating food? Is cake not a fork-eating food? And I love bundt cake. I go there every birthday. Every birthday to get that free cake. I've even put my family on. We're country. We grew bundt cake is something like it's just country. Like everyone, if any holiday, there's going to be a bundt cake there, and it's going to be moist and beautiful. So the fact that bundt cake can make a cake that my family approves of, cake, like we have cake makers in my family. That's their living. That's how they make a living making cakes. So if they love and they approve of it, that lets you know, bro. They ain't even sponsoring me. I'm just letting y'all know what I eat. So yeah, bro, the red velvet I heard is really good, but I'm allergic to chocolate, so I ain't gonna ever experience it. Even though I'm allergic to chocolate, I be tearing it up, be suffering. Like yesterday, I ate a banana and my whole mouth swole throat. I was just like, it was good though. It was good. So yeah, Fred, eating that with that, I'm what? And the short thing, I'm already short. What I look like being with somebody who's shorter than me, bro? That's wow, honey. Wow. And the arguing thing, okay, I'm cool with I don't really argue. We have debates. Like, I'm not about to argue with you. At this age I'm at, I'm not about to argue with you. Like, go argue with your mama, which I do sometimes. I do sometimes. Because my mom be like, oh, we about to argue today. And I'd be like, I guess we got time for this. But lately I'd be like, I ain't got time for this. Like, you won. You won. Like, so I'm black. In case y'all didn't know, I am black. I come from a black household and I'm country. So yelling is just a thing. Like, I don't know. Is that a stereotype? I don't know. But in my household, a black country household, yelling is a thing. Like we just yell immediately. Like we just yell to communicate. We're just be yelling. Like literally, that's how you hear us. Like that's how we hear. Like so, yelling is not a thing. You can yell at me all day. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. I'm used to that. You can yell at me all day. Don't care about that. But when you start slamming doors and stuff, it's like, wait, what's the problem? Like, I did that when I was young, like when I was trying to figure out how to be in a relationship. Now, at this age, I don't expect somebody to be slamming doors and everything. Like, okay, you heavy handed, that's cool. But it wouldn't be like, oh, yeah, you're slamming doors after an argument. That's crazy to me. Like, I'm not going to argue with you. I don't feel like I would yell in an argument. However, I raise my voice to talk all the time. Like I can be excited about something and I'll go up like 3 octaves. Like speaking loud is just how it is. Like right now, if you were in my room or out in the living room, you'll be like, you're yelling right now. And it's just like, no, this is just me talking. Like I'm projecting so you can hear me. But I understand if that's, I get it because it's her experience and the trauma behind it. Get that completely. But if I'm telling you that this is a red flag, well, at least she was honest about, hey, no, I need to work on this. She was letting you know, like, you could accept this or you could just leave it alone. But the fact that she was just like, oh, sexual acts after, like, you didn't feel this energy, she must have been way too nice. Because if I don't like what you're saying, you're going to know that I don't like what you say. I can't control my face sometimes. I can't. So yeah, friend, we need to learn how to walk away, how to get up and go. Like, I've never been in a situation where I'm just like, when I'm ready to go and I don't go. Like, anybody can tell you, when I'm ready to go, I will leave. Like, I will abruptly leave. I will get up and leave, and you be like, what just happened? You didn't feel that? Well, if you ain't feel it, I don't need to talk about it because I'm very aware. Like, social cues. Like, so yeah, we gotta learn how to leave. Escape plans.
How do y'all have the patience for dating apps? Please, Please teach me, I beg. I beg you, please teach me. I am at the point in my life now where I'm like, you know what? I'm ready for dating. I'm ready. Let's do it. But here's the problem. I don't go out. No, I should. Number two, I hate the dating apps. Like, listen, in my utopia, my best scenario is I'm just laying here on my couch. There's a knock on my door and it's wifey and she goes, baby, I'm here. Let's do this. And it's done. But that is not realistic. So coach is ready to heal some of this relational trauma in a relationship. But coach hates dating apps. I have them on my phone. I promise you I have them. I download and I delete and I download and I delete. My issue is that I'm saying the same shit over and over and over and I'm bored. So help me, please.
Look here. I'm in the same freaking boat with you. I meet good people on the app. And like y'all already know, the majority of my relationships have came from an app. I'm trying to think of the times where I've dated people outside the app, and it's pretty even, honestly. Like I meet people in public all the time. I used to be a public person. I used to go out a lot, and I would always meet somebody. Like meeting people is not a hard thing. It's not a hard task, but it's a fact you gotta go out sometime. And like even if you don't go out, like it's crazy. I go to the gym. I go to the gym every day. I find foreign people in the gym all the time. Like literally, I try to hook my mom up with somebody at the gym, and she was like, "That's not a place where you meet people." I was like, "Wait." What do you mean? I see people literally when I did my how to get a girlfriend video, there were those places I've actually found people like potentials. I went to the grocery store the other day and saw somebody freaking foreign as heck. I went to go get a drink one day, fell in love with the bartender. Like there's places all the time. I'll go to the library all the time. There's a store in my community. It's love it. Bookstore. It's like I could stay in there for hours, and I used to just stay in there hours. I meet people at the bookstore, at the library. Like when I'm at work, I meet people in passing. Like it's crazy, bro. You can meet people everywhere. You do not have to use these apps, and these apps are literally, they'll make you pull your hair out because you be having this great conversation with this person, and when it's time for y'all to actually meet up, it seems like it can never happen. And then I'm blamed. I get called a catfish because you can't make it work in your schedule. My thing is, you gotta make it worth it for me to come out my house. I'm in a polyamorous relationship with me, myself, and I. So for me to cheat on myself or introduce someone else in our poly relationship and you be a unicorn, you gotta be worth it for me. I can go out. The fact that there's a 50-50 chance that I'm gonna have to pay for my meal, or even your meal and my meal, you better make it worth it, bro. You better make it worth it. And the fact that there's a chance that my time could be wasted, bro. That's why I'm like, with these dating apps, it's just like, girl, bye. And there's like things that I want to do that I'm just like, yo, what if I ask you to do these things with me and you just ruin the thing that I wanted to do? Like if I'm like go through this with you and the experience is bad, it's like, yo, I could have did this by myself. Like I'm a by myself baddie. Like I would do something by myself. I would go somewhere by myself any day. Like I can go to the movies by myself. I can go to a play by myself. I went to a whole Erykah Badu concert by myself and made friends there. Like, so I'm just like, yeah, these dating apps, maybe you should delete them. Like, because like it's too much. It's too much. You be having this. It's too much. Tell me your dating app experiences. Have you found somebody that you're currently in a relationship with, or in the past? Did you find your husband or wife on a dating app? Let me know in the comments below.
So how are my fellow lesbians meeting other women? Because I'm done with Hinge, okay? Like, done. So this girl and I matched, and we started talking, and then we exchanged numbers like a couple days later. Tell me why. She comes to visit me like 9 or 10 days into us talking, and I told her to get a hotel because I don't know, you're not coming to my house. So she gets a hotel. She comes, and when I tell you, like, we did not click. Like, it was awkward as fuck. Like, zero, just did not like her like that. Like, she was cool, but not romantically. Like, I was not into it. So then it comes nighttime and we're kind of intoxicated. We went out, we had drinks, and she wants to have sex. Like, first of all, I just met you. Secondly, like, we're not even clicking like that. So why would you think that I'm gonna go down there? Like, I don't know you. I don't know where you've been. I don't know where she's been. No. So she was supposed to stay all weekend until Sunday. This is Friday night. She wakes up like, actually, we didn't even go to sleep. That's how awkward it was. Like, I can't sleep when I'm uncomfortable. So we were both just awake, just looking at each other like. So, anywho, she says the next morning that she's gonna leave, and I was like, okay. Like, I don't know if she thought I was gonna protest or what. So she leaves, and she was like, well, I just wanted you to tell me you wanted me to stay. Why would I say that if I didn't want you to stay? So anywho, fast forward, we decide to keep talking because I'm like, it was maybe just a bad day. Like, we can still talk and whatever. So tell me why this girl decides to text and call me over 50 times. 50 times, I'm not exaggerating. She called me like 27 times in like the span of 2 minutes, and then called another 20 times because I wasn't answering my phone. So I said, listen, I don't want to have to block you, so I suggest you stop. Like, stop, relax. And she like acts like the next day she sends me good morning as if none of that happened last night. Like, you didn't call me 50,000 times and text me 100 times. She texts me, good morning, sunshine. Sunshine? You have made it rain, storm, hell all over my morning, bitch. What the fuck you mean, good morning, sunshine? And I was like, listen, like, I'm done. That was too much. That was crazy. I'm done. We're done. Like, I don't even want to be friends with you at this point. She's like, no, I don't want you to go. I don't want you to go. Like, don't do this to me. Why are you doing this to me? Blocked. You're blocked. You're blocked. So anyways, moral of the story is, where are you guys meeting women, quality women? Because Hinge is not it. Facebook dating is not it.
Wait, did she just say Facebook dating? Yeah, I could have told you that was not it. That is not it. I've never been on Hinge. Never been on Hinge. Never been on Facebook dating. My sister's been on Facebook dating for me. She's been, not for me, but you know, for her. But she let me know, I lived through her experiences, that that's not what I want to do. Is that a good app either? Like, what? We already talked about where you can find women, like, especially spoken word. Now, that's a little iffy with that one, because you might find that emotional woman. Like, it's just like, no, emotions a lot. You got to gauge that. That maybe. But we've already talked about where you can find a girl at. Girl, that is hilarious to me. Don't you dare blow up my phone unless you about to cough up $69 to pay for my phone bill. Because what are we doing? Not that. Not at all. I hate it when somebody blows up my phone. I hate when people call me because I'm not going to pick up. I don't like talking on the phone at all. At all. And my family can be calling me, and literally my family has to call my mom for her to call me to where she is, to be on speakerphone for them to talk to me. Because I don't like talking on the phone. Text me. Video call all day. I can video call you all day, but when it comes to the phone and having to put it up to my ear, having to stop my process or anything like that, I don't want to do that. I barely like video calling, but I'd rather video call than to be on the phone. I'm weird like that. I just don't want to be on the phone. So you blowing up my phone, bro. That's a quick way to get blocked. That's it. Girl, you better than me, because after the third time they called me and I did not answer, I'd be like, what's going on? What's the emergency? Like, that's wild to me that she felt like it was tied to have sex. It's like, do you not feel that energy? Do you not feel that? And then this is coming from a Virgo. I feel everything. I feel like all that energy. So maybe they really cannot feel that energy. But for me, I can feel when the energy shifts in the room. I can feel, it's like I know what people are thinking. They don't have to say it. Their body language. So it's wild to me that she did not realize that, hey, no, this is not going to go anywhere. Like, I just friend zoned you. I hate that. I hate when you be in a predicament where you cannot escape. There's no escape. I've been in a predicament like that. That's why I'm always like, oh, have an escape plan. And I could have escaped then, but for some reason I was being nice, which is not like me. Like my Virgo was not showing for some reason, but best believe afterward, she slowly showed her head. She was like, the Virgo is here. Like, let's not be nice anymore. Let's be truthful. Because the truth hurts, honey. I know, I don't even understand that. I don't. No. And it sounds like she had a situation like I had a situation, like she was in a hotel. No, it seems like the girl, well, yeah, no, I think it was the girl and her was at a hotel together, and they just stayed together but stayed up. I was in that situation when the girl flew me out and we had a hotel together, and it was just, I was low-key just there. Like I already knew that the energy was off. I was just like, we ain't gonna do anything. Like, no, I'm not even gonna kiss you. Like, it's all off. I'm just here for a free vacation. I'm just here for the plot, honey. Just for the plot. Cause like, I know this is not gonna work. And I could have went back. I could have got a flight, but I was just like, I have a round trip, honey. Like, I'm at the beach. I'm going to enjoy being at the beach. Like, we don't gotta do that thing. Like, I needed a vacation, and this is my vacation. So yeah, friend, I don't know. Cause nowadays, if the energy was off and you pay for all my stuff, I would just pay for another room, pay for another hotel, pay for a flight back. I probably wouldn't pay for a flight back, because if I'm doing a round trip and it's considered my vacation, I'm gonna just pay for another hotel. Like, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go enjoy my vacation. But in any other situation, if it's just like, oh no, there's no escape, I'm paying for a flight back. Like, I'm over this. If I was coming just to see you, paying for a flight back. In fact, you're paying for my flight back because you wasted my time, honey. You wasted my time. So yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I would have blocked her sooner, but hey, some people are nice.
Hi, Hray. What's funny about being in a 50 Shades of Gay relationship, especially the scissorhood ones, is that when my girlfriend tracks her period and is slightly late, she immediately gets a notification of like, oop, your period has deviated slightly. It's a baby. And we're like, it's a lesbian. And now we're just synced like Bluetooth. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but the more the merrier. Anyway, thank you.
No, that's so funny, because it's just like, that's how the apps be doing. That's, well, my app is not like that. My app be like, who you been around? Literally, my app be asking me, who you been around? How many women have you been around? That's funny. That's why I always said that. I have a rap. I have a lyric in a rap that says something about, I fucked your girl so good, so often that we're synced now. I left her on red. Like, literally, that's what it says. We're synced and I left her on red, boo. I'm so silly about that. I need to put my music out. I need to. But I'm such a perfectionist. So yeah. Anyway. So yeah, that is so true, because when I used to date women, like I don't date women now. I don't date anybody right now. But when I was in a relationship, we wouldn't sing on the same days, but it would be like because my periods are super duper short, TMI, but my 3 days, because that's how long my periods are, would come right after hers, or right at the edge of hers, or right at the beginning of hers. So we would almost have our periods at the same time. It would be like in the same week or the week after, like days behind each other, so it just worked out perfect, because it was days before hers came on, or any girl I was talking to, she would be horny as crap. I mean, all us females know before your period, you're usually horny as crap. Maybe that's for all women, but that's how it was, and it just worked out perfectly, because we would low-key have a week of, let's just take a break from each other. Like, it was, sometimes they would be horny on the period, and it works out good when you're a girl. When you're a girl, it works out good, honey. You nasty.
Okay, nobody asked, but I'm gonna tell you about my crazy dating story times when I was in these streets. And mind you, I date girls, okay? So that's how I'm gonna pray for you already. But yeah, so the first one, I tried talking to TikTok girls, red flag. We know. I tried talking to a couple. I don't think most of them are on TikTok anymore. But anyway, that's besides the point. So tried talking to this girl who looked like she was, very one with nature, which I don't know why I keep trying to go with the spiritual girls and the one that's like with the gems and the stones, like we on Adventure Time and stuff. I don't know why that was my route, because most of the girls that claims that they're peaceful, they're trying to be a Janae, the last name of that girl, but they be trying to be her and they be some demons. Most of the ones I met are some demons, right? But again, back to the story. So I tried talking to this girl, right? And okay, she hits me with the I'm not a good texter. I know a lot of y'all are going to come for me, but I always say that's a red flag because we're all on our phone most of the time throughout the day. Like, I haven't met anyone anymore that truly does not be on their phone like that. So if you're on your phone most of the time and I see that you're on social media and doing stuff, you're going to take 5 seconds out of your time scrolling on your phone to text me. So yeah, she hits me with the, I'm not a good texter. I'm like, who? Whatever. But I still try pursuing her, right? And we texting or whatever. But then she goes ghost. Like, every other day she's going ghost. And then I have to keep texting her like, hey, are we still good? You checked out. You found somebody new. Let me know. Let a sister know so I can go find somebody else. But she's like, yeah, no, I'm trying to talk to you. I'm trying to pursue you. I'm like, okay, cool. We didn't have a FaceTime call yet during this time. So I was like, maybe we should do a little FaceTime date, because at that time it's kind of weird in the talking stage because you got to schedule FaceTime calls with people. But I'm like, hey, let's do a FaceTime call this and this date, right? That day comes, no FaceTime call. I'm like, okay. So we go back to texting. Okay, and she's texting me like normal. And I'm like, girl, why you didn't answer the FaceTime call? But anyway, we texting. And then she hits me with the, you're not showing me enough attention. Like, I feel like you can be doing more. Mind you, this was long distance, right? This girl was in Washington, D.C. I'm in Georgia. So I was like, what more do you want me to do? And this is still just the talking stage. Like, we haven't even been talking for that long. But mind you, she's like, yeah, you're just not, I don't feel like you're doing enough. We could be on FaceTime calls. You could be texting me more, making me feel like you want to talk to me. I was like, girl, I literally tried FaceTiming you. Most of the time, I'm asking you to do these things. It's not you asking me. I could see if it was like, I'm just going with the flow, I'm just vibing and you gotta ask me. But no, I'm asking you. I'm trying to do FaceTime calls with you. So then I'm like, okay, we can do more FaceTime calls, right? The girl doesn't really answer like that. But again, I see that you're posting on TikTok. So I'm like, yeah, hang up on you. Not in the mood. Because I don't understand why girls, and it's a lot of girls like this that's like, oh, they're not doing enough. I feel like they can be doing more. And for you, let's say you're going above and beyond. You can be going above and beyond. But because you don't let everybody know, like, you're going above and beyond. And I don't want to be that type of person that's telling you, yeah, I did this for you. Yeah, I did that for you. You will never know the link that I went to do this, right? But a lot of girls be like, oh, yeah, you're not doing enough for me. No, you want me to chase you. That's a lot of the things I was getting in the past. A lot of girls wanted me to chase them. Girl, I'm just a girl too. I want to be chased a little bit. Like, what's happening? But yeah, it's hard in these streets. It was hard in these streets. I'm out of the streets now, but I see these dating stories and I'm like, dang, I can tell a whole collection. One of them I almost went to jail, but that's another story for another day.
Girl, I want to know that story, girl. I feel you on that. I'm not in these streets no more. I'm on the sidewalk, walking casually, minding my business, listening to my podcast. Like, I see what's going on. I'm not in the street no more. Like, honey, I had my time playing in the streets. Girl, bye. I don't know. I don't fuck with delusional bitches. Like, it's like there's a healthy amount of delusion, but that right there is toxic. When you are saying, hey, if I'm trying to FaceTime you and you saying, you need to FaceTime me. Why can't you FaceTime me? What's going on? I need more time, more energy. And I'm like, bitch, what? Like, that right there will make you go crazy. I ain't got time for that. That'll make you go insane. That would be like you be in somebody's corner, rocking, licking walls, bro. Like that right there is not the delusion I need in my life. Girl, bye. I am that person who would be like, I'm not a good texter because I'm not. I'm really not. My sister, I initiated the conversation. Text my sister on Friday night and did not reply back to her until Sunday night. Like, I'm so bad at texting. Like, literally, my mind is just constantly, I have so much on my mind. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere in my head. So when I literally have to text somebody when I see the message. But sometimes I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna get back to them. Because sometimes my sister will go in. She'd be like, look, I just bought this, and that, and send me thousands of pictures, send me a big buck paragraph, and I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna have to sit down and actually concentrate on what she just said and actually reply, because I'm a replier where everything you say, I had to hit every note of that conversation. I had to comment on everything you say to let you know, yo, I really read this. I really digested this and I need to reply back. That's how I text. I had to hit every note. So yeah, I tell people up front, like, I'm not a good texter. Out of sight, out of mind type of person. And that's why I'm not a good long distance friend. Not like that. I completely understand what she's saying. Like, if you're on your phone on time and you see my message and you don't reply back, that lets me know that you don't want to reply back to me. And I'm not that person. If I see your message, I probably won't reply back immediately, because usually it's all about me. I'm a selfish boo-boo. Like I said, I'm in a relationship with myself. I tend to myself first. Myself gets my attention first, and then everything falls into place. Everyone falls into place afterwards. So yeah, I might not text you back. My thing is, I will pick up a FaceTime call. Team Android all day. I will pick up a duo call before I pick up a cell phone call. Like, if I see you duo with me, I will answer that immediately before I answer a pull up of, oh, you in my call log phone call. Will not. And this is the thing. That's how my family is. And it is funny because a lot of people in my family have converted to the iPhone and realized that they cannot get me nowadays, because when they were Team Android, they'll just call me on Duo and I'd be like, hi. Like, cause I answer on Duo call. Like, come on now. I'm weird like that. So yeah, Fred, that was weird. I didn't know it was a red flag to just be honest with people, because if I did not say that, and then I've had that happen to me where I did not. Well, no, I had it happen when I said, hey, I'm not a good texter. And the girl be mad because I wasn't texting them. And they be blowing up my phone. And I'm just like, why are you calling me? And they're like, well, you didn't text back. Because I was doing something. I was busy. I'm not a person who's always on my phone. I have my phone all the time because I'm usually listening to a podcast. But I'm not on my phone doing stuff, texting on social media. No. I'm listening to my podcast. That's the only reason why I have my phone. If I had my iPod still, I would be listening to my podcast on my iPad. If I had my laptop with me, I would be listening to my podcast on my laptop. Like, I don't need my phone. Like, I don't even pick this thing up. Like, that's why people can't reach me, because I usually don't have my phone. I'll walk out the door without my phone if I'm not listening to a podcast. Like, literally. So I'm that same type of way. And I don't know if it's because I'm a Virgo or what. I've had a lot of people tell me that they did not know that I liked them, or they did not know that I loved them. Like, I didn't show it the way they saw it. And my thing is, I work behind the scenes. I work in the shadows. So everything I do is like, I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm going to just do it. And I'm going to do it so often that you're going to not realize that, hey, like, I had an ex where I used to cook all the time, or I used to make sure, warm up her car, like little things I would do it so often that she didn't realize that it was being done until we broke up. And she was just like, yo, this is so hard. Life is so hard. These things that are usually done for me are not done anymore. Like, that's the type of person I am. I just work in the shadows and do stuff without saying, and do it so much as a habit that you don't realize that, oh, I'm doing this. Oh, this person is really important and essential to my life. These things are being done without me even like knowing they're being done. I'm a type, and it's crazy because my mom is like that. I'm a type of person, if you tell me to do something, I'm not going to do it. Like, why are you telling me to do something if I'm already going to do it? If I'm already planning to do something and you tell me to do that thing that I've already planned to do, I'm not doing that thing. I'm not doing it no more. Cause why are you telling me to do something that I've already thought that I was gonna do? And my mom does that all the time. She'd be like, do this, and I'd be like, I was gonna do it. Now I'm not gonna do it. I don't even want to do it anymore. Let me do it. Let me do it by myself. Let me have my own thought. Let it be my own thought, part of my own thought process. So I completely understand where she's coming from, where she's just like, let me do me. Let me show you. Let me love you the way I want to love you. Like, because I can love you the way you want me to love you, but that's your love. That's not my love. That's not coming from my heart. That's coming from what I think you want. Well, I even think what I know you want, and I'm gonna still do what I know you want me to do, but also I want to love you the way I want to love you. I'm type, like, what? Like, come on. I'm the type of person who's big on birthdays. So everyone in my life, I try to make their birthday special. You know, I completely understand what she's saying about that one. But with the texting thing, I'm guilty for that. I'm a walking red flag though. I really am. And I tell people that. Like, before we get to serious, I'm going to be honest up front with you about who I am and let you have that decision on if you want to accept me in your life, if you want me in your life or you don't. Like, that's your choice to walk where. Now, I'm going to let you know the facts. Just let you know all the way. So yeah, that's why I've noticed also with this YouTube now, they've only been showing me people who are Virgos, only creators that are Virgos. Like, I found out the other day that Nicole Byer, the Nailed It girl, I think she was also in Girl Code, is a Virgo. And when I found out she was a Virgo, I was like, bruh, makes sense. It made so much sense. Her mannerisms. I was looking at her YouTube podcast, and I was just like, yo, she is real weird. It's just, when I found out she was a Virgo, I was like, oh, that makes so much sense that she's so. Cause I'm weird. I'm just like, yo, I see, like, do people look at me like that? Like, yo, she is really weird. I asked my mom, and she was like, yeah, you're weird, yeah. But yeah, follow all of these creators. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe.